Hong Kong.
So we just stepped off the bus in Hong Kong. It's like 9 o'clock, I guess? 10 o'clock. And the temperature is, for the first time in 6 months, not pounding us with humidity. Aside from when we froze to death in Laos, but that was another kind of miserable. So it's really, really nice out. And there's lots of lights, and it looks a lot different than Bangkok. And it's just a little striking. It's really cool.
This is one of those in the moment clippings that I'm doing right now. This is a little hard to describe. So we got off the plane and we got onto a double-decker bus in Hong Kong and drove into the city. And in our book, we were looking for 2 hotels that are close to each other in our book. Like, it just marks them as the same thing. And it was called Chongqing Mansion. So we were looking for that and we couldn't find it. It looked like there was a road on the map that we couldn't find that road. And we walked around for probably 30 minutes and couldn't find what the book was talking about. And then all these touts were bothering us, which was really annoying because you're trying to understand where you are and this guy just will not stop talking to you. And you say no thank you a million times and you tell them to go away, and you literally have to put your back to them. And sometimes that doesn't even stop them, and it's really awkward for us because, I mean, in our mentality, you don't just turn away from somebody who's talking to you, or you don't want to treat people badly, but you kind of have to, or you don't, or you're gonna go deaf. Anyways, so we got bothered by a bunch of people, and then we finally figured out where this place is, and you walk into like this covered alleyway, and there's 2 elevators. One goes to the even floors and one goes to the odd floors. So we got on one of the elevators and we rode up to the 16th floor and we checked out some guest houses. On each floor you have 3 different guest houses, and they're all in like a little hallway that goes through one area on each, like a branch of each floor. And so we checked out 16, 15, and 14. We're on 13 now. We went through 3 floors of places that were either asking for too much money, showing us something that looked nasty, or there was some crazy lady yelling at us and other people on the floor. Like, this one lady was just yelling at the tenants, and then when we decided to, like, I looked at Eric, I was like, we're going, and she comes after yelling at us, you don't like it? $100, you don't like it? She was literally yelling at us because we left. It was really, really awkward. So where we are now is 180 Hong Kong dollars, and that equates to like 25 bucks. This is gonna blow your fucking minds. Alright, so it's 2 twin beds, which is normally okay, but this is it. It's a closet. I mean, I used to sleep in the closet at my parents' house because it was perfectly comfortable. I don't know how Eric's really gonna fit in here. I feel sorry for the boy, but he'll have some leg room over the trash can. It actually does come with our own shower, which is kind of nice in comparison to some other places, and hot water. And we've been promised Wi-Fi, which I bet you isn't gonna work. And look at this blingin' television. Yeah. So, $25 for a closet. Awesome.
This is eye level for me, what the streets in Hong Kong look like. It's not, that I can show people what it's like to be 6'7" in Hong Kong. So we're sitting in this alleyway, eating fruit.
I don't like the way that cat is looking at us up there.
What cat?
You don't see him? Looking at the camera. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah. So we're sitting on the road. We just finished eating a bunch of fruit because we really couldn't find a place to eat, but we did find a market that had a whole bunch of fruit, which actually had bananas that are like home bananas and an orange.
Not equatorial bananas, which are different.
We found an orange, and that was weird.
They have
and
lemons too.
Lemons. They have lemons. We haven't seen lemons in forever. And everywhere that they don't have lemons and they only have limes, they call the limes lemons. So it's a little misleading. And I thought this car just hit that other car. There's a lot going on. Underground gaming. It smells like an ashtray in here.
So this is like a video game, right? Of horse racing, and there's a big table with the horse racing, and you can place bets on the horse racing that the computer controls. This is a motorbike for the McDonald's delivery guy. This is pretty common in Asia. Don't have that in the States, that's for damn sure.
In Hong Kong, they have the longest travelator in the world. And it's just like being at the airport, just you're going uphill. They apparently have a long stretch of uphill that commuters were taking, and they decided to make it easy on them. Ow, ow, ow. And, are you laughing at me? Make it easy on them and send them uphill on a travelator. And thus far, we've gone on 4 sets of travelators. I don't know how many more there are. It says it goes for 800 meters. That's a long way.
These are words to live by here. Very important.
We are on the Star Ferry going from Hong Kong Island, is that right? To TST Station, which is where we're staying. And today we've done a lot of things. We have gone to get Eric a Hong Kong driver's license, which is about 50% completed, I guess. And we went to get our Chinese visa, which we read on the internet was not going to happen, but thus far it's in the works. I am passportless, and hopefully they give it back. This is the ship that we're in. And in the distance there is actually a cruise ship that is here, which didn't really know this was a cruise destination. It's kind of cool.
All right, so this is like a music and light show. You stand on the northern part of Hong Kong and look across Victoria Harbor, and there's a light show on all the buildings. Like the buildings all have got, you know, they blink and stuff in time to the music, kind of like those Christmas tree or Christmas light things that people do to their houses, only with an entire city. And I know that this camera probably doesn't do a whole lot of good with it, but it's pretty amazing. So we've got here some ducks and some geese hanging there, and then blot out, that's a pig. This is a terrible little elevator that's almost always full.
And yeah, you're always stuck next to a bunch of people that you don't know, all squished up together having a good time.
Venus! So here I am on the escalator going up to get some breakfast, and my shoe gets jammed at the escalator. And the escalator jams shut. It was like back here where the stairs start to come together, like somehow the front of the toe got like jammed down inside of here, like inside of the between the two, and it just sucked it underneath the thing, and it kind of hurt actually. So that was good fun. So they put out a caution wet floor cone. They must be out of shoes stuck in elevator cones. The elevator crew is here. And they have set up a barricade and they have moved the cone. The cone has been moved, people.
They need to put a barricade down at the other side.
I think they'll barricade the bottom. They know what they're doing.
Oh, is that guy involved?
This is a two-man operation.
Yeah, if somebody clogs up the toilet at the office, we don't give them the plumber's bill. But then again, their shoe isn't stuck in the toilet.
Oh, my shoe is free. Wait, maybe. Hooray, my shoe is free.
You've broken an escalator before your 30th birthday.
So this is where the
I think
elevator.
you need to buy a new one.
This is where the escalator tried to eat me.
Do they sell shoes this size here?
Over here on Hong Kong Island, basically like the business section of town, and there's some rather large buildings. And this is a two-story trolley. This golden building right next to this giant silver building is kind of a cool contrast.
We're at the Peak Tower, or we're getting there. We're taking the Peak tram up Victoria Peak to the highest point in Hong Kong, and I paid in change.
It's a bit steep. So we've decided not to rant about the costs and the horrible, obnoxious ways that they're trying to get money out of you to get a look at this view. But regardless, it is an amazing view. It's a really cool looking city. I mean, we're up in this hill with it's all this green, and it just butts right up against that massive cityscape. It's really, really cool.
Today we were getting rid of Eric's old bag, and it looks old and busted.
It smells really gross too.
It smells bad, but
really
you're not
musty.
going to be able to smell it on here. Look at this. Oh, I forgot about the big hole.
This is tearing.
Yep. So he got a new one.
It's all very exciting. Man, I am awesome now.
We found an IKEA in Hong Kong. We're on the Star Ferry again, except now it's nighttime, and the view is even more stunning. This place is incredible. Okay, so we were on Shanghai Street in Hong Kong, and it started to rain, and we were kind of just at this area where people were vending stuff. So we walked over to like just a little area that had a cover over it, and we sat down on a stair, and we noticed this lady, which is this lady. We took a little picture of her, who was walking around in a tank top that she had tied up above her navel with a red bra underneath. Then she had on red shorts that were really underwear, and you could see her leopard print underwear that were underneath her underwear. And then the rest of her was just hanging out. And we sat on this step for a while, and I was just gawking at her because, I mean, if you're really gonna put it all out there, I'm just gonna stare at you while you're walking around in your underwear in the streets of Hong Kong. So we sat there for about a half an hour waiting to make sure that this rainstorm wasn't going to catch us or something like that. And I walked away, and Eric stood up to put on his jacket, and I'm just looking down this alleyway where all these hookers are walking back and forth, just, what's this place? And Eric puts on his jacket and starts to walk away. As he's walking away, the hooker says hello to him. I turn and look at the hooker, and she looks at me and apologizes and says she's sorry. And I don't know if she was really saying hello to proposition him, but it's a definite proposition when she apologizes to the girlfriend. That was a very weird moment. It was supposed to be sexy, but it really, really wasn't.
So this is mango juice with aloe jelly. Like aloe, like the stuff you put on your skin is how it is spelled. It's a really bizarre experience. So there's a lot of people here. Looks a lot like New York, actually. Just the number of people. Or maybe New York just looks a lot like Hong Kong. So we're taking a series of random public transportation methods. Just completely at random, basically. And we're in Hong Kong's like suburban area. There's like trees and hills and big trucks. And then this is kind of what a typical apartment building in this area looks like. There's tons of these things. And the area feels really, really clean, but the apartment buildings themselves look a little bit dirty and not that well kept up, but who knows what they look like inside. There is a lot of these buildings.
You're terrible. Let me back up.
The lights here will go from red to yellow, then to green. So yellow sometimes means you get ready to go. So even though in Hong Kong it's like regarded as this massive city, it doesn't take much to get outside of it and get into like a wilderness almost. It's very undeveloped. Actually, a lot of the country is undeveloped. It's pretty cool. There's ocean on both sides of us. We're kind of on this peninsula. So we left the most densely populated, or one of the most densely populated areas on the planet about 20 minutes ago, and took a bus that was less than $1, and now we're standing on a beach, and there's wilderness everywhere, and the ride was just stunning. You came down this big hill, and it's just the view of the ocean and everything, and this island out here and everything. It's just really, really unbelievable. All right, hit it. Hit the water. It's really, really cold.
It's doing all right now, but that first hit's like ice cubes. Look, they're surfing.
So this stone wall here that you see at the side of the road is just concrete. It's kind of bizarre, and there's a lot of it too. It's all along these roads. So that's weird.
So we walked from the bus stop to the bakery, and we found something that has lots of meat and potato in it. It's called mustard, ham, and potato bun.
It's a meaty cupcake.
Meaty cupcake. Is it good?
The mustard taste is really strange. It's good though. This is a fast food joint in Hong Kong called Cafe Coral. And what I've got here is a bunch of rice topped with like vegetables, onions, broccoli. This is some tomatoes that have been steamed. And this is a pineapple. And the meat portion is a pork chop that has just been like fried or something. It's really good and it's really filling. And I've eaten like 4 of these things, and I could eat more. They're amazing. So we're at the horse races today in Hong Kong, and hopefully in a second here they'll come thundering along. It's pretty awesome. It's really a big thing here. Like even in the city, you see these places where you can go and people bet and whatnot. And there they are. You can hear the crowd.
Where's our pony? Our pony sucks, I didn't even see it. Alright, this is our first time at the pony races, and we sat around pondering what every single screen in the world meant, and then we found a whole bunch of information, and we decided that we're gonna try and bet. We don't really know what we're doing, but who gives a shit? So
we have a general idea.
We've got a general
idea.
We've worked out. We know what winning and placing and quinella is and shit. Anyways, so we went through the roster and we've decided to vote for Royal Pumpkin. So we bet 50 Hong Kong dollars, which isn't a lot. Calm down, Mom. 50 Hong Kong dollars on Pumpkin to place. Royal Pumpkin to place. I got the little slip in my hand. It's so exciting. We had to have some guy fill out some form for us. I was like, we've never done this before, but we would like to do this. He filled out the whole thing, and it's so exciting. Well, I was so excited that I forgot to make a video of the race, and we lost. Pumpkin came in 5th. That's alright. He did a good job. Alright, so we lost, so I didn't document the fact that we bought another ticket. Because it would just be losers buying tickets. But we voted on, or bet on Supreme win for another 50 Hong Kong dollars, and we just got paid. He came in 2nd, which is amazing, and it hasn't told us how much we're getting. That'll come up in a second, but it was awesome. The guy next to me was sitting over here screaming for who knows what, I don't know. But then we saw our guy and I was screaming and it was awesome. It was so much fun. It was me and Eric and this couple that was standing over here. They're going that way. We were all screaming. It was fun. But we will get paid.
So we gambled 3 races and we only won on 1. But we won enough on the one to pay for the gambling on the other ones and walk away with around $2 US. So we're getting paid good. We're getting paid. This is what it's going to be like next time I go to Indonesia and I stab a whale in the brain. So we're waiting for them to come fire the noonday gun, which is this thing. And I assume they fired at noon, but we may have misread. And it's a pretty cool sight here. It's like a little bay, and there are people that come up and they're just like, I guess people that live on these boats, and they get taxied back and forth by these little like other little boats. Like this is one of them. That's a little boat, and a lady came over here and came up next to this, and a lady paid the guy and then jumped off and went into the city. So I think it's just a means of transportation for the people that live on these boats, which is pretty cool.
Maybe.
He's going to do a watch. Jerry, where's Jerry?
Oh my god, that was incredible.
It is. Last time
In no way did I expect that.
What did you expect?
I don't know.
I would be afraid it would hit something out there on the boat.
Okay, I really do like Hong Kong and everything, and it's amazingly efficient and everything's really clean and it's just a really cool place. But, here's the annoying thing. We want to go across the road. Getting across the street sometimes takes an act of God. Not because of the traffic. I mean, in Bangkok you have much worse traffic and you just walk out in it, and I mean, you take your life into your hands, but you can at least try. Here they have things gated off and stuff, and it is impossible to get across. So if you see all this like mess up here of walkways, you have to figure out how to get into the walkways. There's another set of them over there, and we want to cross not only this road but also the road over there to get all the way on the other side. So this can, like, last time we had to cross a road, we had to go down into an alleyway and into a basement and walk through like areas that you didn't feel like you were supposed to be in, and then you came up out of a like subway thing. It was really strange. And in this case, we probably have to go inside this building and wander around until we figure out where this connects, so we can go across, and then God knows how to go through. I can see now. You gotta go through that building, over across here, and then connect to that, and then you can go over there. So you have to like walk through all these buildings to get to places, and there's just not stairways that go up and over the roads. It's really stupid, and it can get really frustrating when you don't know exactly how to get someplace, and you're just wandering around like an idiot looking for the entrance to the sky pass thing. I'm a little annoyed.
Our book told us about this Jardine house, and it says in the book that that the Chinese tend to nickname inanimate objects and people, whether they be friend or foe, and they call this the house of 1,000 arseholes because of all the many, what do you call those type of windows?
Asshole windows.
Asshole windows.
Also, blah now, I got a driver's license.
We've gone through the many steps to get a Hong Kong driver's license. Let me make sure I get the quality. Might blow away.
There's not even a picture on it.
There isn't a picture on it, but we've proven some points. I think.
There's a guy on the internet, he's gonna eat his words. I'm like, all like, bang, and he's gonna be like, oh, I'm a bitch. So this is a pork chop, basically, that's pan fried with a little salad over here. And these are vermicelli noodles, and they're cold. And this is peanuts, and you put some like orange sauce, like just exactly what you'd expect from a Chinese restaurant in the States, on it, and it's really, really good. Katie has some spring rolls. So Hong Kong's transportation system, like we said, has been really amazing. You get this one card, you can get on the ferries, the buses, the underground subway system, the trains, everything. So you can get around really well. The other thing you can do with the cards, you can go into 7-Elevens and you can buy things with them, and McDonald's will take things, like big chains like that. So you got this card you just refill at these little machines in the MRT, and it's really, really unbelievably useful. And the other thing that's really amazing about it is you can use them to pay your meter for your car. So you just like hold your card in front of it, and then it asks you how much time you want to put on it, and then you select what parking space, and you're good. So you don't have to have a bunch of change and a bunch of cash, and you don't have to come down here and like refill it and all that. You just put how much time you need and you're good. So they have definitely got that nailed. And the ease of the use is probably what keeps the traffic down here. It's really not all that bad. I haven't seen very many traffic jams, if any. So other countries could take note. It's pretty slick.
We bought this wallet at Walmart for like $2, like a year ago. We've literally killed it. There's some definite holage. There, I got it. There's some holes in there, and it's time to go. We got a new wallet. Don't show the old wallet's new wallet.
Blood-ow.
So that's the end of one wallet, and onward and upward. This little guy is. Oh! I peed everywhere. Here you go. Here you go. Yeah, I did. There you go. It's okay. You gonna come back up? You can come back up? I'll help you. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Don't be scared. You peed in front of everyone. They saw you. You done? Aw.